Have you ever tried to join a cruise ship only to discover that the passengers on board were not human beings? Well, let me explain. Back in the days when I graduated from the Maritime Academy, the hunt for a job has officially begun. And to be honest, landing a job on commercial ships was relatively easy, but not for me, because I refused to join any commercial ships. I said it's going to be only cruise ships and cruise ships only. Well, all my colleagues found jobs and started building their careers, but I was holding out. I was waiting for the luxurious cruise liner where living in style and hitting jaw-dropping destinations were just part of my job. I turned down so many job offers because simply they were on ordinary commercial ships. And the worst part, whenever my family tried to convince me just to take any commercial gig, I would always tell them, just wait. The cruise ship is coming, good things need time, and so on. And after about 1 year of waiting, I was ready to accept literally any job offer. Financially, I was struggling, and I was about to lose my mind from the emptiness of doing nothing at all every day. And then I received a magical call. One of my colleagues called me. He said, there is a company looking for an officer to board one of their ships. I asked him, is it a cruise company? And then he goes, well, this is one way to put it. I didn't really understand what he meant by that, but I desperately needed the job. I contacted the shipping company, and after a long phone call, we agreed that I'd board the ship 1 week later. But right before we hung up, I asked the guy on the line, excuse me, out of curiosity, is it a cruise company? Then he goes, well, this is one way to put it. What the heck? It's the exact same answer that my colleague gave me.
What are we doing? What's going on?
Well, a week later, I knew what was going on because I found myself in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with a very, very special group of passengers. Passengers that mow, billow, and bleed. It was a goddamn livestock carrier. But hey, I played it cool, and I treated it like a rehearsal for my future cruise ship. I used to grab a microphone every day and wander between the cages announcing, dear passengers, we are only 2 days away from your final destination. Please remain seated in your cages. An extra ration of hay will be provided to prevent any unwanted slidings, as we are expecting some rough sea ahead. If you have any questions or concerns, please move, bleed, or billow, and the cowboy on duty will be with you in no time. Well, as you heard and probably experienced, sometimes life throws curveballs at us. That's why we've got to be next level goalkeepers or officers on cruise ships. That's one way to put it, isn't it?